Hola a todos. Hola Gabriela. Hola Raúl. Bien, vamos a empezar. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta? Los nuevos hicieron lo que les pedí, la tarea con Duolingo. Que es cuando me preguntan, ¿qué tarea?
¿Qué tarea?
Que buscaran cosas que no supieran, les tomaron capturas de pantalla para que me preguntaran ahorita. ¿Va? Bueno, lo pueden hacer después, no hay problema.
Ok.
Dime, Yadira.
Yo tengo una duda con una palabra, teacher. Voy a ir a una entrevista para trabajo y la palabra es replenishment.
Replenishment. ¿Tu duda es respecto al significado?
Sí, técnicamente, replenishment, no encontré qué significa. En el término de la planeación de la demanda, demand planner.
Ok. Mira, buena pregunta. Replenishment, su significado más general es reponer, reposición más bien, ¿no? Entonces, te voy a dar, bueno, te comparto una liga. Este traductor, a diferencia del de Google, a mí me gusta mucho porque te va a dar, traducciones en contexto, ¿sí?
Ujú,
¿Qué es lo que a ti te interesa en este momento? Ahora,
ujú.
¿en qué aspecto me dijiste que querías saber el significado?
En el aspecto
¿Qué ámbito más bien?
de demand planner, como demand planner. Planeador de la demanda.
Ok. Estoy pensando. Bueno, quiero suponer, acá no soy experto en el tema, pero tendrá que ver algo con el inventario. Ahora también, algo que podemos, ¿qué otras actividades pueden? Es que va a involucrar muchas cosas. Supply chain, por
Ujú,
supuesto.
ujú,
Um, Purchase, compras.
ujú.
Ah, ¿Qué otra cosa? Mira, ¿por qué no lo hacemos así?
Porque-
¿Qué es exactamente lo... ¿Quieres saber cómo usarlo más allá de la traducción?
Sí, quiero saber si esas actividades del replenishment, porque es una actividad que me piden, la he hecho, porque
Ah,
a lo mejor se
ya,
conoce de
ya.
diferente forma en otras empresas. Ujú,
Sí, ya te entiendo. Sí, pues mira, o sea, con lo poco que sé al respecto, pero más bien con la traducción que te
ujú,
puedo dar, pues es todo lo que es, híjole, me pusiste a recordar mis aventuras en el marketing.
ujú,
Sería analizar los niveles de inventario que
ujú,
tienes. Am, Comparar proyecciones de ventas y demandas. Tiempos de compras también. Y pues yo creo que lo último sería como optimizar la frecuencia y el tamaño de los pedidos de acuerdo a las necesidades conforme se van presentando. Eso es
ujú.
lo que yo recuerdo. Y todo eso sí lo podría englobar sin problemas en replenishment.
Perfecto. Bien.
Pero no sé si te sirvió. Ahora,
Sí.
con la traducción que te di
Ujú.
de Lingui, pues mira, hay una que es replenish the company replenishes its stock every week. Supermarket, me encanta porque ponen lo mismo. Pues
Ajá.
está muy bien. Refusión, reaprovisionamiento, reabastecimiento y rellenado son las cuatro traducciones que tú puedes tener de replenishment.
Ok.
Ahora, ya con eso creo que ya puedes tener una idea como
Sí, con
más
eso.
extensa.
Sí,
Así me
perfecto.
pusiste a sudar con esto, porque ya no me
Ah,
acordaba
no,
de
no.
marketing y todo eso.
Esa es
Pero
la
bueno,
idea, teacher. Ponerlo a sudar. Ah, no es cierto.
está bien. Muy bien, Yadira.
Listo.
Raúl, dime. Creo que ya no. Bien, este. Raúl,
Perdón, profe, ya no quiso mi micrófono. Este, Fíjese que yo tenía un problema, profe, con Duolingo, sobre todo en un ejercicio que dice, completa la traducción, dice, un restaurante pequeño, y yo le puse a short restaurant, y me lo puso mal, y ya después en el siguiente le puse a Small Restaurant y también me lo puso mal, profe.
¿Qué opción te daba como correcta?
Este,
Porque yo
ay,
diría,
no recuerdo, profe, es que como lo mal le tomé captura,
¿y no te da la respuesta correcta abajo?
solamente, no me acuerdo, profe, cuál fue la que me dio que era pequeño, pero yo le había puesto short, ya ve que también es corto, y
No, no, pero
tampoco.
short es de longitud. Como dice Javier en el chat, little podría funcionar. A little restaurant, small restaurant, a tiny restaurant,
Ah, ok.
eat restaurant, aunque eso ya es otra cosa. Sí, o sea, yo pondría little, small, pero short es solamente para longitud. ¿Sí? O sea, dices, it was a short trip. Fue un viaje corto, pero estás refiriéndote a la longitud. Aunque también he oído que dicen, was only a small trip. Pero ahí como que quiere englobar más cosas, no solamente la distancia que viajas. ¿Va?
Sí,
¿Sí?
profe. Gracias.
Espero que ya te haya quedado más claro. Y bueno, Javier te puso little, yo pondría little, small y tiny, aunque tiny no es tan formal, luego Duolingo sí es medio formal. Ahí. Pero esos son los tres que yo pondría. Si llegas a tener la captura, me dices cuál es la respuesta que te marca como correcta. Pues si hace falta
Es
eso.
que la onda ahí,
Sí, está bien,
profe, es
profe.
que hay palabras que las relacionan a, ¿cómo le diré? Por ejemplo, small, hay varias frases que la relacionan small, small, small en ciertas frases y no la no la comparan con otras frases como ahorita lo están diciendo con little o bit ese tipo de frases. A mí me ha tocado observar ese tipo de situaciones que te la dan en cierta etapa de frases para que más o menos captes el sentido, el significado de la frase, pero nunca te lo cambian. Por small o bit o más o otro tipo de palabras sino siguen una línea. Eso es lo que yo me he dado cuenta, no sé.
Sí, me costó un poquito de trabajo escucharte, Ignacio, porque te oigo muy lejos, pero sí,
Oh,
creo que entendí básicamente la idea que estás diciendo. Sí, o sea, puede haber sustituciones, pero a veces es como muy lineal. Mm, una sugerencia es que Duolingo les va a servir para aprender vocabulario, pero en este contexto de aprender la gramática y todo esto es un poco deficiente. Ahora, justo lo que estaba diciendo Raúl, que puede ser un poco complicado, es que short, ¿cómo lo va a traducir? Yo siempre lo traduciría como corto, pero contextualmente puede tener cambios que son los que pueden hacer que se confunda. Y Javier te estaba respondiendo en el chat, pero mejor te respondo una vez. No te dejó porque solo tienes que iniciar, bueno, o crear una cuenta con tu correo institucional, aunque si ya tienes una, si ya has trabajado antes y es una cuenta personal, síguete, no hay ningún problema. Bien, ¿ya no hay más preguntas? Si todo está bien, vamos a pasar a la actividad que quiero hacer hoy. Les voy a compartir mi pantalla, que se los voy a explicar en español para que no haya problema. ¿Qué es lo que vamos a hacer? Les voy a dar un tema aleatorio que se me puede ir ocurriendo y todos los que quieran participar, ya no los voy a obligar, voy a aplicar la doctrina socrática, que se acerquen los que quieran aprender. Los que quieran guardar silencio está bien, pero les voy a dar un tema y me van a dar una opinión que tengan sobre ese tema. ¿Ok? Les comparto mi pantalla, denme un segundo. Como les decía, los temas pueden ser muy variados, van a ser aleatorios. Denme un segundo. Para que se vea grande. Denme un segundo, aquí está. Algunos van a ser temas, otros van a ser preguntas, como esta. ¿Por qué no lo puedo hacer más chico? Ya no me deja. Ahí está. Entonces ustedes van diciendo, ¿quién quiere participar? Ahí está.
Where is the most
¿No?
Sorry, teacher. Hi, teacher. Good evening, everyone. What is awe-inspiring?
Sorry?
What is the word awe-inspiring?
Inspiring es una buena pregunta. Sabía que eso iba a causar el lugar más impresionante, que te haya dejado sin aliento.
Yeah. You don't speak. Errors, no continúes.
Sorry, Yadira.
Yeah, the most awe-inspiring place that I have been is in Teotihuacan.
Why?
Yeah, because it's a place when the culture is very awesome. No, because my words don't suit. Because the place is very awesome, teacher. For the ancestors, the culture, the architecture is very impressive. Yeah.
Excellent. Very good answer. How long was since you've been there? Or
How
when was the
long
last time?
How long time? It could be 1 month. In 1 month.
Recently. So. Very
Yeah,
good.
recently, teacher.
Excellent. Thank you, Yadira.
Thank you.
Luz, yes.
Hi, good night, everybody. The place that for me is most inspiring maybe is when I travel with my family. It's the only travel that we are doing international. My mom wants to know the place that called Machu Picchu, and it's very very impressive because there are a time that you need to visit that place. You cannot visit every year, no, and it's wonderful. It's amazing for me to. First of all, you need to go to the town that is down to Machu Picchu, and you arrive only in that town by train. So it's beautiful when you are arriving in the train because you saw all the mountain, all the natural things. And when you arrive in the town, it's a little town, but you need to go up to go to Machu Picchu to the top of the mountain. So it's very impressive for me until now.
Until now, it's the most impressive one for me. Creo que eso es lo que querías decir.
Yes, that one. Thank you.
Very good. I've never been there, but I've heard that it's quite a ride to get there. It's not that easy, right?
That's right. It's not easy and it's very expensive because you need to pay a train. Has There has a lot of how to say, two types of train. One is for the tourist person that is not from Peru, and the other is from the person that is from Peru, original from Peru, and that person they buy a ticket more how to say, more cheaper one than you buy. So yeah, it's just a little more expensive for the tourist person to go there.
And this is a measure that a lot of countries are implementing. I think that Mexico has the same rule in a lot of places. A couple months ago, I went to Orizaba, and the locals have a better fare than the one that the tourists have to pay. I think this is okay. It's necessary to keep things going. Very good. Excellent, Luz. Thank you. Gladys, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Hello. Good night. The most always during place that I have been is an island of Colombia named San Andres. The sea is very impressionant because the color sea is between blue and yellow colors. The
Very good. Excellent, Gladys. Thank you. I just,
and
can
it's
you
very
run?
amazing.
Oh, okay.
I have a question, teacher.
Dime, Gladys.
Yes, my question is in Spanish. Cuando uno contesta, por ejemplo, en esta pregunta, what is the most always inspiring place that you have been? Uno tiene que contestar, I is the most always inspiring place that I have been. ¿Se contesta así o simplemente uno va directo a la respuesta?
No,
Una forma
yo me
correcta de
iría.
contestar en esa pregunta.
Sí, claro, claro. Es una muy buena pregunta. De hecho, yo me iría directo a la respuesta. Porque cuando tú dices, imagínate que alguien te pregunta, ¿cuál es tu nombre? Mi nombre es, no es necesario. O sea, ¿cuál es tu nombre? No, pues me llamo Juan. ¿Sí? What's your name? Miren, esto es algo también muy de Duolingo. What's your name? La respuesta es My name is Juan. Pero puedes decir I am Juan o I'm Juan. Y es mucho mejor. Sí, las respuestas váyanse siempre directo, porque van a sonar como niños de primaria si dicen el lugar más impresionante. No, o sea, ya te lo preguntaron, ¿para qué lo repites? Puedes decir, puedes repetir las palabras, pero en otro contexto, decir como, ¿cuál es el lugar más impresionante que has visitado? Creo que el más impresionante es Machu Picchu, pero, y elabora su respuesta. Sí, pero no es necesario que vayas a, que lo repitas. Muy bien, excelente Gladys, muchas gracias. Noé,
Can you hear me? Well, okay. La Huasteca Potosina, teacher. It's so beautiful. It's the most inspiring place that I have been. I was there 2 weeks ago. That is the reason that I couldn't join the class. Yes, the Mikos waterfall. Meko. Meko's waterfall is the most. The view is really really beautiful. I love that place, and I want to go there again. And that's it.
when you want to go back to a place, it's that really touched you. I'm going to share my most the best place I've ever been. Thank you. Very good, Noé. Leah, go ahead, please.
Good evening. I think the most inspiring place I have been is Iguazu Falls. I don't know if I can translate that. Cataratas Iguazu. I went to Brazil in January. I think I had that opportunity that I've never think no, but I fell in love with that place because it's so huge. It's huge. I think for me because I live in a country that is very small. I live in Panama, but I love that place because it's full of nature and so lovely that I love nature. So that place is very important for me.
Excellent. Actually, that's one of the places I really want to visit. I've never been to Argentina, so I think that there's a lot of places there that I would like to visit. But I think that the Iguazu Falls has to be like the first. Probably it's amazing. I also love nature, and every time I have the chance to travel, I look for a time to be in contact with the local nature. To avoid a little bit the city and things like that. But that's definitely one place that I want to visit. Excellent, Leah. Thank you. Sandra.
Hi everyone. For me, I have a beautiful experience in Oahu, Hawaii. Um, we went there as a family for my oldest daughter marriage, and even that the beaches at that island, they are so beautiful. But for me, the touching moment was when we went to a special forest. Just for me, it took my breath, away, and for me, was like to be like in a magical, majestic trees. It was just so beautiful. Like I, I got like goosebumps. Teacher is the way to say it because it was just beautiful. I wanted to take a picture in the way I see it, but when I see my pictures, I cannot to see in the picture the beauty of the nature. And when I was there, my personal experience is like I think that the person who create Avatar, I say the guy who create Avatar has to be here too because it was like that, those that beautiful trees, and I feel a special connection with Earth. It was just pure beauty. That's the way I can explain that experience for me, because I think that the ocean's so beautiful and everything, but I think that something that caught me the most was the forest.
You nailed it, Sandra. When you cannot take a picture that can capture the essence of what you are seeing, it's amazing. I think that those are the most breathtaking experiences in life. I told you this a lot. I love traveling, and when you see that, I prefer not taking any pictures because I want to experience the full moment. But at the same time, I want to share that with people I love. So it's like I want you to see this, but there's no camera capable of capturing this idea. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that it was an amazing view because I've seen pictures from there, and it's amazing. I cannot imagine being there. Sometime maybe I would go to Hawaii because it's damn expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive, but we watch a lot. I was the person who tried to find when was the best moment, and normally, we went like the end of September. Between the end of September, half of October, you find better prices. That's what the days that we took for my daughter's wedding. Um, she married over there and pretty much was like the honeymoon for everyone. That was the special occasion for because my in-laws they went, my other daughter and her husband, my husband and I. It was a beautiful trip, but the forest for sure it was just magical. The trees were you can imagine it's just they were giants, but just beautiful. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Sandra. Good. Maria?
Hi, everybody. I'm Maria. I'm new in this class, and I want to say that my most inspiring place have been, I think, is Canada, because I had never had the opportunity to see the snow, and it was a great experience with my friends and say new traditions and the beautiful views and nature. And I think it's a great experience. And mm, and, and I think that's all. But uh, eh, and I think that's it.
Very good. Was there any special place that you can remember? Not because you mentioned the whole Canada. I think it's
Oh yeah, I visit Banff.
okay. Excellent. Thank you, Maria. And
Thank you, teacher.
I'm glad that you are here. I hope that you have a good time. Okay. Very good. Who's next? Rafael. Yes.
Hello, everybody. I was just gonna comment on Sandra's because I think any island there is just a really good place to go to. If you guys have the chance, I would highly suggest to visit Hawaii. I mean, it's one of my favorite places too. We've been to Maui, Big Island, Oahu, and a couple other small islands, and it's always really really good. I mean, it's a beautiful place for sure. Um, but if I could compare it, I wouldn't. I don't know that I would have a preference between Cihuatanejo, Mexico, and one of the islands in Hawaii. I love Cihuatanejo. I grew up as a young kid over there. I lived there for almost a year, and the water is just as warm, if not better than Hawaii's. And the nature, the waves for people that surf. I tried surfing when I was younger, but I didn't get too far with it. But I wouldn't, if I had the chance to pick between one of the two, I would have a really hard time deciding where to go, especially because I have family and friends in Cihuatanejo. So I'll probably, if they put me in spot and be like, hey, you can go here, you can go there, I would probably end up going to Cihuatanejo just because it'll be a more complete trip, I guess, because then I would be able to see my family and not just enjoy my kids and my wife, but also my immediate family, my cousins and probably some uncles and aunts and close family.
My parents went there for their honeymoon, and I remember my mom telling me it was an amazing place. But for some reason, I have not been there yet. And I think that I have another reason to go now that you could be a very good travel agent. Very good.
I really like it. I mean, I like the beaches there. I like the people. It wasn't so popular back in the 80s. I think Acapulco was the place to go to, but we were in Acapulco for like 6 months or 4 months at the year, and then we would go to Cihuatanejo and spend the rest of the year there, and then back to Mexico City, where I spent the rest of my year because I was between dad and mom because they had split up and I grew up in a divorced family, and I just had to travel a lot because of that.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Rafael. Jesus.
Hello, good evening. The place that impressed me the most is the National Museum of Anthropology. Is one of the most important museums in Mexico and the Americas. It is the secret to host and exhibit the archaeology legacy of the Mesoamerican peoples, who are important to the country, and this what caught my attention the most, and the experience was very gratifying. Exclusive. This is good.
Very good. Thank you, Jesus. It's an impressive museum. One of my favorites, actually. Very good. Daniel, yes.
Hola, buenas noches, profesor. Mire, yo tengo poco tomando el inglés, pero pues voy a tratar de dar mi aportación en inglés para irme empapando un poquito. For me, it is the pyramid of Teotihuacan and Minaret del Chico in Pachuca, wait, I have visited. Bueno, por si mi pronunciación no es la correcta, perdone.
Estuvo bastante bien. Muy bien, Daniel. Igual, si tienes dudas de cómo pronunciar alguna palabra, siempre me puedes preguntar, ¿va?
Sí, gracias, profe.
Muy bien, excelente, Daniel. Perdón, ¿quién sigue? Priscila, adelante.
Okay, hi. I'm coming from Argentina, but I'm here. I'm staying in Mexico. So I have to say that I love Mexico. You have everything. And well, when I was, I don't know if I have to say was, but when I was uh, 15 years old, is correct? Okay. I were in Panama for a mission. So they need some people that translate something in the jungle. So I have this experience to be in the jungle, and
Okay, very good, excellent. Who's next? Luz. Hey, that's the second time.
Yes, it's because Rafael said something, and I want to ask to Rafael, what part of Zihuatanejo are you from, Rafael? Because I have a house there. So it's
Um,
a beautiful place.
we used to have well, this is when my dad was alive. We were building. He was building hotels, and that's kind of how I got into construction, I guess. But the place we used to stay se llamaba La Colonia Limón, and it was like a new small city, I guess. And then I was very young. I was probably 6 7 years old, and we would go from there to Acapulco, and then that was the time I spent with my dad. Then back at Mexico City and La Lagunilla, Tepito, El Centro, todo eso, and then I became a rebel, and that's when I was sent out of the country a few years later. But that was one of the reasons. I wasn't behaving. I was a good kid, but I was just into things that happen in Mexico City, and life happens real quick down there. It goes like really fast.
That's a way of saying it. Life happens fast, though. Very good, excellent. Well, the answer. And Alejandro, para terminar con esta pregunta.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good. The most impressive place for me was the amusement park Six Flags. The games were huge, big, and I had a lot of fun. It was a really cool experience. Thank you.
Excellent, Alejandro. Very good. I just had the chance to go to Six Flags. I think in December, I went to the Christmas festival, and I'm too coward to ride a lot of the rides, but I do anyway. So the only one that I was missing was Superman because there was a problem. They were doing some maintenance, and I couldn't ride that. But I have to go back. Yeah, it's amazing, and it's like at the end of the day, you end up like, oh, I'm so tired because all of the adrenaline you can feel there. Very good.
So good.
Very good. Ok. Siguiente pregunta. Esta va a estar más fácil, pero. Ah. Ok. Who wants to go? Todos en Google en este momento. Perdón, ¿quién levantó la mano? Déjenme ver. ¿Noé?
Well, my name is from for Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Thank you.
Which one? Noé or Esdras?
Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them. Esdras is from Ezra in Hebrew, and means help. Help, literally help. And the other one, Noé, is from Noah, and that means rest. To rest. Yeah. That's it.
Names in Hebrew names are quite interesting because it's amazing how the pronunciation has changed all over the centuries. But then, even then, they're very present. Very good, excellent name. Thank you. Luz, yes.
Well, my name is my mom name, the backward. The name of my mom is Maria de la Luz. So if you twist that and you take the and la, is Luz Maria, my name. So, and I understand that my great grandmother was called like that. So that is my name. That is the why of my name.
Very good, excellent. Maria.
Okay, my name is Maria Perla, and I think the Maria is a little religious and popular in Mexico. And Perla, I think, is the precious stones, like jewelry, I think. And my father likes the two names and put, and I think that's it.
Very good, excellent. Rafael.
Thank you.
I think my name is in Hebrew too, and it's supposed to be made out of two words. The first one, as I'm reading on Google, it means curar, and the second one is Dios sana. So I guess it means Dios ha sanado.
Yes, actually it does. I know that. I know that for a friend, and almost every Christian name that ends in EL, it's an archangel. Archangel. So Miguel, Rafael, Luzbel, all of those are archangels. So yeah, it's God heals. That's the meaning. Very good. Thank you, Rafael. Sandra, which one are you going to explain? Maria was Sandra.
Both, teacher. The first thing I'm going to tell you why I was named Sandra Maria. Sandra comes from a song from a singer that the song was very famous because there are a lot people in Colombia at my age that their name is Sandra. Sandra is the song was Llévale rosas a Sandra, something like that. Was my mom and my dad told me. And Maria was because I was very sick when I was like very little, and they took me to the church and they just asked to God and the Virgin Mary that please cures me, and that's why it's Sandra Maria. And Sandra comes from a Greek and comes from the Alexander. Cassandra is like the same meaning, and is like the meaning is defender of mankind, helper. And Maria from Latin origin and comes from of the sea, beloved, or rebellious. I know that like in Arabian countries, the name Maria is Mariam. Mariam. It's pronounced like that, teacher. I don't know if I am right or not.
Yeah, you are. It could be Mariam or Miriam. Oh, sorry, I thought that you were going to say something else. Very good. Excellent, Sandra. Gladys. Gladys, adelante. Creo que no se escucha, Gladys. A ver, mientras, Alejandro.
Yes, I was always curious to know the meaning of the things, and I know that every name means something or comes from someone. Alejandro means defense or the one who defends. I comes from the Greek Xandros. I always like it. I always like it, man. My name.
I have a question for you, Alejandro, and it could anyone can answer this. Have you ever felt that you should be named differently? That's a question that when I have
What?
nothing to
No.
do. No? You only see yourself as Alejandro?
Well, good. No, no, really, really no.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Thank you. Yadira.
Thank you, teacher. Is an a casual or I don't know what, but yesterday I received an email from the academia. I don't know where is the academia. And the email says the next. Dice, Dear Luna Botello, the name El Yadira is mentioned in a Spanish medieval and golden age literature. I don't know. This email, it was received yesterday. And I am checking my name, and it's come from the Arabian, yes, and they means like the serving teacher.
Okay, yes, I knew that that Yadira is Arabic, but I thought that the meaning was like worthy, digno.
Worthy?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Obviously, this finding the true meanings of names could be very complicated because it has changed a lot across the
Okay.
time. But it's very interesting, very good. But what I'm sure, and you mentioned that, is that it's Arabic. So that's for
It's
sure.
Arabian. Okay. Arabic. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. Jesus. Jesús, adelante. A ver, creo que no. Más. Saúl. Gladys, ya, ahorita soy tu micrófono, ahorita pasas tú. Saúl, adelante.
Hi, teacher. Good evening. My name is Saul. It's a Hebrew. Teacher, how can I pronounce this word? Hebrew. Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Hebrew. All right. It's a Hebrew origin. And comes from the Hebrew name Shaul. Saul was the first king of Israel in the Hebrew Bible.
Very good. Excellent, Saul. Thank you. Gladys?
Hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, my name means enjoy, happiness, glad, this. Okay?
Very good. Excellent, Gladys. Thank you. And Mario.
Bueno, ¿me escuchan? Hi.
Sí.
Yes. Let's go ahead. Adelante, Mario, si te oyes. Creo que no. Lía, adelante.
Sure, I was searching. I don't. I forgot the. How can I say buscar en internet?
Puedes decir search, searching en gerundio o looking for.
Oh yes, I'm searching. So, uh, my my name. I have two names, Leah and Sophia. I saw that my first name means like the bearer. I think is el portador, bearer of good news. Sería como algo como portadora de buenas noticias. And Sophia is like wisdom from Greek, perdón. So my first name sería tiene un origen en hebreo, so sería Hebrew origin. And
Yes.
Sophia is like Greek.
Yeah, very good. Actually, Leah, if Hebrew, bearer of good news. That's it. That's the meaning. And Sophia comes from the Greek sophos. That means knowledge. Very good.
Oh,
Excellent.
thank you.
Déjeme ver en el chat. Bueno, Rafael ya profundizó en Yadira. Very good. Friend. Sergio. Actually, Sergio is a very interesting name. My cousin is named Sergio. And it comes from it's called gens or genos or genis, it depends, and it means family, and it was one of the most important families in Rome. I'm not sure about the time period, but I know that for sure. Actually, it's one of the 100 original Roman families that eventually developed into Middle Ages, and the name kept. But it's very interesting. Very good. ¿Y quién falta? Glenda, adelante.
Hi, Professor. Good evening. I looked up my name on Google, and it says that the name Glenda. Glenda means holy and good. What means Gales? ¿Cómo se dice Gales?
¿Cómo se dice qué? Perdón, no te escucho bien.
Es que el origen es galés. ¿Cómo se dice galés?
Gaelic.
Gaelic. It was Gaelic origin. Derived from the combination of Glen, which means holy, and Da, which means good. It can also be interpreted as pure and good. And I couldn't find a meaning for my second name. Sorry.
Very
That's it.
Okay, very good, excellent, Glenda. I think Gaelic is a beautiful language. I tried to learn, but I think that you have to be Irish to understand that. It's very complicated, but it sounds beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excelente. Muy bien, nos da tiempo de una pregunta. Ignacio, adelante.
Profe, sí me escucho bien, ahora sí.
Te escucho un poco lejos, pero ya te oigo mejor.
Oh, bueno, respecto a mi nombre, bueno, ahí voy a ver qué tal. I once saw my name and its meaning, and it seemed a little out of place when my personality which means to be fierce o fiero. No sé cómo se traduzca fiero, el ser fiero, valiente, así como rugir, wow, no sé.
Brave. Brave.
Eso. Brave, but I think my personality is contrary that name. I am a little teeny or tímido. No more, sorry, no more, that's all.
Very good, excellent, Ignacio. Actually, your name comes from Latin. That means Ignatius. That means ignite, to start a fire. Very good, excellent. And déjenme ver si hay algo en el chat. Ok, muy bien. Una última pregunta, los que den tiempo en estos minutos. Un segundo. Where is the worst place you have been stuck for a long time? Your name is Nahuatl, I think, right? O no, es Maya, no me acuerdo. ¿Qué es Maya? Bien, en esta pregunta. Sí, es Maya, Itzel, sí. ¿Quién levantó la mano? ¿Por qué no veo quién levantó la mano? Bueno, ¿quién va a responder? The traffic. I can relate to that, no, for sure. But I cannot. I wouldn't say that it's the worst place I've been stuck for a long time. Gladys, yes.
The worst place is where here in Bogota, a place named Bronx. There were a lot of indigentes. I don't remember how say indigentes. Homeless. The very, very dangerous homeless. So the worst place were that.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Gladys. Maria.
I think the workplace I've been is in my family and I visit the downtown in Los Angeles, and I come to at late hours, and it's the same for my compañera. Is a dangerous place because it's the most homeless, and the homeless put like a different drugs, and it's like whoa. It's super crazy see the people in this forma.
¿Qué, perdón?
En como esa, ¿cómo decir? En esa forma, como en esa situación.
In that situation.
In this situation. And I think that's it.
Very good. Thank you, Maria. Excellent. Yadira.
Thank you, teacher. The worst place that I have been is in the hospital. Yes, when I waiting my daughter, yeah, because my daughter is sick. He is very sick. He convulsioned. I don't know if in English is that. And this is the worst place that I had been, yeah, teacher, in the hospital.
I think that has to be a top for almost all of us, right? Especially when you are not the one sick, when someone you care about is sick. Yeah, definitely. I experienced something like that when my mom was sick. Her last days were horrible, and and I had to stay there, obviously, but no, never
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, teacher.
Oh, I hope. Very good, excellent.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you, teacher.
Muy bien, ¿hay alguna duda de esto? Me pareció bastante bien, participaron bastante. Siento que estas preguntas estaban muy sencillas, pero daban pie para que hablaran bastante. Hay alumnos nuevos, eso me alegra, espero que les haya gustado. Recuerden, los alumnos nuevos, si tienen cualquier duda, me pueden preguntar aquí o me pueden escribir. Gladys, dime.
Sí, profe, a ver, algo que yo he notado, no sé si estaré equivocada, es que, digamos, nosotros hablamos y el profe no nos corrige, me parece a mí. Pues, digamos, en mi caso yo me equivoco harto, sé que me equivoco harto y el profe no me corrige. No sé, es que es impresión mía y me disculpa si es así, profe.
Hay veces que dejo pasar ciertos detalles, pero en general cuando hay algo que está mal, siempre les digo. No, se los digo al final porque no me gusta interrumpirlos cuando están hablando, pero sí, lo que implementaba, y si les parece, bueno, esto lo podemos dejar a la democracia, lo que hacía a veces es que cuando estaban hablando yo anotaba en el chat las cosas que estaban mal para que las corrigieran. Si les gusta esa forma de hacerlo, lo puedo seguir haciendo, si prefieren. Sí, porque les digo, no me gusta interrumpirlos, sobre todo porque siento que cuando ya se están animando a hablar, si los interrumpo y los corto, pueden perder como el tren de ideas, ¿no?
I'm agree with you, teacher.
Ok, entonces lo puedo hacer así sin problemas para que... Realmente, y lo habrán visto, cuando se les va alguna palabra, pues es cuando ya les digo, ¿no? Pero en general hay detalles que de repente pasan, pero en general no hay errores muy grandes. Muy bien, hoy es jueves, fue otra semana muy rápido. Bien, vamos a dejarlo hasta acá. Recuerden, cualquier duda, estoy a sus órdenes. Sigan practicando. Los alumnos nuevos que están empezando, por favor, lo que les dejé en la clase pasada de sus dudas de Duolingo y todo eso, tómenle capturas, porque de ahí siempre les puedo explicar varias cosas, ¿va? Bien, entonces nos vemos el martes. Que tengan un excelente fin de semana, cuídense mucho, descansen, que estén muy bien.
Thank you, teacher.